Welcome to Miliano. We are especially proud to welcome the delegation from China. The little remark in Georgian script under the logo actually means cheese from the countryside. Miliano is a Georgian-German family business located 40 kilometers outside Tbilisi, in a small village named Rayani. We produce traditional Georgian cheeses and further develop the recipes. For example, roulette traditionally contains meat. We are pairing roulette cheese with pomegranate or hot ajika. What makes the difference for a high-quality Georgian cheese is brought to the customer through the denomination of origin, now called protected geographical indication. In Georgia, there are today only 2 companies who are allowed to wear this sign for Solgoni, and actually to use the name of Solgoni. One of these 2 companies is us. The idea of PGI sign is to preserve the tradition of a culinary cultural heritage. This applies for the taste of traditional Solgoni, the traditional method of production, and to use milk from farmers from the region. And of course, there are no additives allowed, no conservants, no preserving agents, no emulgators. But the main thing is that it is natural, it contains only milk, no milk powder, and no palm oil or other fats except what is naturally inside the milk. In order to guarantee the outstanding quality of our cheeses, Miliano is certified with HACCP standards. Every step of our production is controlled by us, and we are controlled by the National Food Agency of the Ministry of Agriculture. In Georgia, this is not yet obligatory. Actually, we went to the NFA in first place to ask them for controlling us, because we wanted good cooperation for a good product. It is in our interest to work well inside a safe food supply chain which can guarantee high-class products as a result. I would like to mention some background about founding the cheese factory. In 2016, most of the cheeses were made with milk powder and vegetable fat. This is not according to the traditional way of Georgian cheese making. We decided to participate to preserve the cultural heritage of Georgian cheese making. I will come back on this issue later again. This is the National Food Agency checking our factory. They were obviously happy about their findings. We thank them for good cooperation with this frame. As I mentioned before, I want to come back on one main issue of our factory. You might remember that I mentioned the unacceptable circumstances of the cheese making in Georgia. That's why we decided to change the situation from grassroots. We added a social development component to our business plan, and we are actively working on structural reforms in the space we are reaching. We believe that a good example, which includes profitable business, can attract more and more followers. Like this, we hope to have positive influence on the ecological agro-cycle. We have very good soil for agriculture in Georgia, which has much potential. We can use these natural resources for producing high-segment niche food products, but it must be done in a very comprehensive and eco-friendly way. So this is our factory integrated into ecologically friendly production of other agro-goods, like rare endemic Georgian wheat sorts, grapes for exclusive wine, a la Dasturian Pinot Noir, fruits and vegetables. Inside the factory we find the equipment for traditional cheese making. The first thing which happens is the pasteurization of the milk, following by preparing the curd and forming the fresh cheeses. The milk vat has a capacity of 3 tons, which we could fill 3 times per day if we have according request. All the milk is controlled when it arrives at the factory in our laboratory. The Sulgoni products are later prepared in hot water in the machine with the blue motor on top, similar to the production of mozzarella. Smoked cheeses then meet at least 8 hours of cold smoking on beech wood. This is what we produce. The white round heads are Sulgoni. The brown ones are smoked Sulgoni. The rolled cheeses we call roulette. It is wrapped Sulgoni cheese with different ingredients as mint, tarragon, pomegranate, red and green basil, and hot Georgian pepper called ajika. We are producing 400 kg of fresh cheese per full load of the vat. In principle, we could run 3 shifts per day, producing 1.2 tons every day. We could even run the factory 24 hours and produce twice more. But we have a problem with enough milk supply for reliable milk producers. It all depends on the amount requested. We can manage the tasks if we have permanent supply to our customers. The best packaging should be discussed separately. There are limited options for transporting cheeses and representing them in retail shops. The most distinguished would definitely be a wrap in a special cheese paper and representing it in a wooden box, like most of Camembert. As for delivery to China, the only appropriate way, time-wise, is air cargo. Land transport takes 2-3 weeks. Train or truck, this is not appropriate for our cheeses. This adds a minimum of $4 per kilo for transport. It makes the cheeses more expensive and this defines our customers. This means it will meet the segment of high quality distribution, either to high-end restaurants or to specialized delicacy shops. Export of our products has special conditions. We will use especially controlled milk from our farmers. The amount of cheese for export is strictly limited to our priority clients. This cheese is supposed for high-class delicatessen places only. Our last picture shows the apple bloom at our factory. Believe me, it is a joy to work on natural products. We are putting all our hard blood inside our products. I hope you can feel it. Thank you for your kind attention. Please feel free, try all our cheeses now.